Negri ni Mwanzo. Woe is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N. Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and name of the true begotten Son. Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name is Go with us, Matthew 1:23, in the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gods, Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue, Kunta Kinte, Amani Kutoka, you, peace from above. How y'all doing? Good to see you. I salute you from the heart. Peace from above. Today, Wednesday, fourth day in a book of life. Kidabucha Uzima. Reading from the New Testament of Emmanuel. Agano, Jipya, ya, Imanuel. Reading from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 27. And when it was decided that we should sail to Italy, they delivered Paul and some other prisoners to one named Julius, a centurion of the Augustan regiment. So entering a ship of Ardram or Dram Yit Kium, we put to sea, meaning to sail along the coast of Asia. Aristarchus, a Macedonian of Thessalonica, was with us. And the next day we landed at Sidon, and Julius treated Paul kindly and gave him liberty to go to his friends and receive care. When we had put to sea from there, we sailed under the shelter of Cyprus because the winds were contrary. And when we had sailed over the sea, which is off Cilicia and Pamphylia, we came to Myra, a city of Lycia. There the centurion found an Alexandrian ship sailing to Italy, and he put us on board. When we had sailed slowly many days and arrived with difficulty off Sindus, the wind not permitting us to proceed, we sailed under the shelter of Crete of Salmone. Passing it with difficulty, we came to a place called Fair Havane, near the city of Lasea. Now, when much time had been spent and sailing was now dangerous because the fast was already over, Paul advised them, saying, Men, I perceive that this voyage will end with disaster and much loss, not only of the cargo and ship, but also our lives. Nevertheless, the centurion was more persuaded by the helmsman and the owner of the ship than by the things spoken by Paul. And because the harbor was not suitable to winter in, the majority advised to set sail from there also, if by any means they could reach Phoenix, Pho, Phoenix, a harbor of Crete opening toward the southwest and northwest, and winter there. When the south wind blew softly, supposing that they had obtained their desire, putting out to sea, they sailed close by Crete. But not long after, a tempestuous headwind arose, called Clydon. So when the ship was caught and could not head into the wind, we let her drive. And running under the shelter of an island called Clauda, we secured the skiff with difficulty. When they had taken it on board, they used cables to undergird the ship, and fearing lest they should run aground on the Syrtis sands, they struck sail and so were driven. And because we were exceedingly tempest-tossed, the next day they lightened the ship. On the third day, we threw the ship's tackle overboard with our own hands. Now, when neither sun nor stars appeared for many days, and no small tempest beat on us, all hope that we would be saved was finally given up. But after long abstinence from food, then Paul stood in the midst of them and said, Men, you should have listened to me and not have sailed from Crete and incurred this disaster and loss. And now I urge you to take heart, for there will be no loss of life among you, but only of the ship. For there stood by me this night an angel of the God of gods, to whom I belong and whom I serve, saying, Do not be afraid, Paul. You must be brought before Caesar, and indeed God has granted you all those who sail with you. Therefore, take heart, men, for I believe God of gold that it will be just as it was told me. However, we must run aground on a certain island. Now, when the 14th night had come, as we were as we were driven up and down in the Adriatic Sea, about midnight, the sailors sensed that they were drawing near some land, and they took soundings and found it to be 20 fathoms. And when they had gone a little further, they took soundings again and found it to be 15 fathoms. Then, fearing lest we should run aground on the rocks, they dropped 4 anchors from the stern and prayed for day to come. And as the sailors were seeking to escape from the ship, when they had let down the skiff into the sea, under pretense of putting out anchors from the prow, Paul said to the centurion and the soldiers, Unless these men stay in the ship, you cannot be saved. Unless these men stay in the ship, you cannot be saved. Then the sailors cut away the ropes of the skiff and let it fall off. And as day was about to dawn, Paul implored them all to take food, saying, Today is the 14th day you have waited and continued without food and eaten nothing. Therefore, I urge you to take nourishment, for this is for your survival, since not a hair will fall from the head of any of you. And when he had said these things, he took bread and gave thanks to God of gold in the presence of them all. And when he had broken it, he began to eat. Then they were all encouraged and also found food and also took food themselves. And in all, we were 276 persons on the ship. So when they had eaten enough, they lightened the ship and threw out the wheat into the sea. When it was day, they did not recognize the land, but they observed a bay with a beach, onto which they planned to run the ship if possible. And they let go the anchors and left them in the sea. Meanwhile, loosening the rudder ropes, and they hoisted the mainsail into the wind and made for shore. But striking a place where two seas met, they ran the ship aground, and the prow struck fast and remained immovable. But the stern was being broken up by the violence of the waves, and the soldiers' plan was to kill the prisoners, lest any of them should swim away and escape. But the centurion, wanting to save Paul, kept them from their purpose, and commanded that those who could swim should jump overboard first and get to land, and the rest, some on board and some on parts of the ship. And so it was that they all escaped safely to land. Hmm. Interesting. Where did I see that? There it is. Chapter 27, verse 2. Meaning to sail around the coast of Asia. One more time. Italy. I like that. Many times as I read the Bible, I don't recall Italy. Hmm. That's why I tell y'all I'm learning as I'm teaching. I'm teaching as I'm learning. Go to Goal is teaching me as I'm teaching y'all. I'm learning as I'm teaching. That's why there was nothing to really cross out this time. It's all about Paul and him paying attention to the signs. It's all about the others who didn't want to hear what Paul said because they didn't want to believe in him. But he already told them what was going to happen. Because what did he say? What did he say? That he did this. What did he say? Verse 23. For there stood by me this night an angel of the God of gods, to whom I belong and whom I serve. Uh-oh. I don't think you heard what he said. He said, for there stood by me this night an angel of the God of God, to whom I belong and whom I serve. One more time. That's me. I belong to he who sent me. All of me belongs to he. My mind, my body, my heart, and my soul. I'm going to say again. My goal. I belong to him. My mind, my body, my heart, and my soul. So if you ever see me, BLAXBLACKMen, do this, got nothing to do with no cross. It's got everything to do with goal to goal. 4 points. Goal is the beginning. Oops. Goal is the beginning. Oops. Anything with a solid foundation got what? 4 points. What are the 4 points of this world? North, south, east, and west. One more time. Any chair you sit in, if it got 4 legs, the balance is immaculate. One more time. When I create 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 points, the foundation. 4 points, the foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is the top. One more time. One more time. This is how I notice go to goals, because this is why the pyramids still stand. Fingertip to thumbs, one pyramid. Fingertips to elbows, 2 pyramids. Look through and see who? Me. 2 pyramids and a sphinx. Pay attention to the signs. Just as you see in this whole world is watching. This whole world seeing. They stop looking. They seeing as these peoples is letting the whole wide world know we come in. If you let us in, we gonna take over. They showing the whole wide world. I ain't gotta say nothing. See? So see, they saying it themselves. They showing it themselves. They thought that since they got straight hair, hey, man, we can do what we want to do. Because we going to dominate those with the feet upon his gold and the head of the land. We're going to dominate them. They're nobody. But all of a sudden, go to God, say, hey, you, Trump, offspring of not men, go over there and let the whole wide world know who my chosen people is. Go over there and tell them that the 14th Amendment is for my chosen people. Go over there and tell the whole wide world about my chosen people. One more time. FBA all day, baby. FBA all day. But one more time. I am BLAXBLACK. First and foremost. Because he gave me BLAXBLACK. First and foremost. But I am FBA all day because it's about the chosen ones to go to goals. Because he said when he sent his son, Imanuel said, I didn't come before everybody, I came before the chosen of the house of the clan of Israel. One more time. If you believe in go to goals, then you look up to heaven and you announce that you are looking up to him. And may he find you worthy by looking down into you, seeing you, not looking at the back of your head. Well, he can know who I don't want him to guess. I don't want him to look at this knot and see some and get it confused. Even though I know he can't, but I'm gonna make sure because I'm looking up. Guaranteed that when he look down, he gonna see me. Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Looking up. One more time. Free your mind. Your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within. One more time. Pay attention to the signs. Just like they didn't want to hear when Paul told them. But Paul told them, go to God, told me, man. Oh, but you, oh, okay, cool. He didn't say, well, I ain't going. He said, okay, cool. But when they started listening to him, what happened? They all made it home. Even though the guards were being conniving, can't overrule what he puts in place. One more time. Everything he put in place at his time and in his season and for his reason, I'm just thankful that I'm here. I just am so thankful that he finds me worthy to be right here. Trip C's, trip C's, trip C's. Cool, calm, collected, WWW, whole wide world. Niggity, ni, Mawanzo. Woe is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N. Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, Imanuel, whose name we go with us, Matthew 1:23. In the name of the true motherland, Nigeritia, which means land of the gods. Kiswahili, Kunta Kinte, Tower of Babel, where God of gold changed my forefathers' tongue, not no man, because no man has the power over God of gold, chosen feet, polished gold, hair, the wool of a lamb. Armani Kutoka, you peace from above. In the name of Emmanuel, go with us.